Hello, I'm here today to teach you how to wash your clothes in the tub. I live in an apartment. I do not have a washer and dryer. This is the quarantine of 2020 and I'm making do with what I got. So I did go ahead and order one of these. They're called this Wonder Wash. I got it off the internet. It is the laundryalternative.com. So yeah, this is what I've been using in place of washer and dryer. I know you can go to a laundromat, but I hate the laundromat to begin with. So instead of lugging my clothes up and down steps and in and out of the car and in laundromats and all that craziness, I'm just gonna do it here. It's a beautiful day outside. I'll probably hang some out on my line out in the backyard. If not, I'm going to use I have a rod up here, and I also hung a second line up here above my tub. And the clothes will dry within a couple hours. So, another easy way to just, get your clothes clean without the hassle of going to the laundromat. So, I have my Wonder Wash. It also... it has a lid with a locking mechanism that keeps watertight, and a drainage pipe, which I'll show you the mechanism for that when we get to it. You're also obviously going to need some laundry detergent. I have my dirty clothes over there. You're going to want a towel. It's going to get wet and messy, so always good to just wipe things down. Keep the floor safe too, because you don't want to slip and fall, because I almost do that every now and then and it's terrifying. So I try to keep the floor clean, and along the edge too, because you're going to be bent over and you don't want to get all wet. Alright, so let's start. I have my dirty clothes over here. I'm just going to grab a couple things into a bag. So let me do that real quick. Almost done. So I gathered up some pieces of laundry. Sorry, it took a minute. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything too embarrassing in there. So I got a luggage weigher to weigh the laundry. And you weigh it just to determine how much detergent you use. So it's a little over a pound right now. So I do smaller loads, and you'd be surprised how much a pound of clothes actually really is. But I do it in smaller batches because I feel like when there's more room in the drum for the clothes to move around, it's just better. It gives, more room for the soap and water to do its trick. So I'm going to fill the drum up with some hot water. So before I even start, just in case there was any standing water in there, I do try and wipe out the drum real good before I put it away, but I like to rinse it out before I start, just to make sure there's no standing water or anything in there. So, and it also gives you some time to get the temperature up to, pretty hot before you go ahead and fill it up. Alright. I just want to make mention, there are other types of hand crank. Well, not hand crank. There's a foot pedal washer you can get. Some people say that's good. I like the crank. It's because I don't want to be like all in the tub, like, you know, get my feet wet or whatever. There's like another one that's like a plunger. I guess you put the clothes and you kind of plunge it. I bet you that one probably works good. And then, you know, the old-fashioned washboard, Johnny, which I would actually love to try, to be honest with you. Because sometimes when I'm cleaning my clothes in here, I do have pieces that are, like stubborn with, like, stuff on it, like my apron that I cook with. Like, there's, like, caked on flour and stuff like that. And I was, like, just scrubbing it, and, like, I would put it in there, and then I would scrub it. And I bet you one of those washboards will work really nice. But this is what I got for now. So I'm going to fill it up with hot water. So for a pound, maybe a pound and a half of laundry, it does have in the instructions how much detergent you should use. So it's a tablespoon of detergent and 1.5 quarts of water. So it's like a fourth load. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of detergent in. I fill it up, not all the way with water, but most of the way with water. So let's do that. I just kind of eyeball it. You can go ahead and get a tablespoon measure or, you know, whatever you like. If you want to use the top of your lid, I can just eyeball it because I cook a lot and I know what a tablespoon looks like. So away we go. And again, you just want to make sure the water gets hot. Hot, hot, hot. Stomach's hot. I just wanted to show you something because I forgot to show you before we get started. So on this model, the drum has a drainage pipe that you hook up to, and you hook it up down through here. If you line up the pegs where the holes are and you twist it, then the water will drain. Alright, here we go. For real, for real. Alright, water's hot. Just drop that down in there. It's like a tablespoon. Add the soap to the water. Rinse the cap out. Make sure you always screw this back on tight. You don't want that knocking over. The mess that will make. Alright, so I'm just going to drop it in there. You can take this time to prep your clothes a little bit. So I got like a lot of these like Gore-Tex workout shirts. I like to leave these inside out because they get like funky in the armpits. So a lot of workout clothes. I like to clean these right away because obviously they smell. And trying to get back in shape. This quarantine's got me on my duff too much. It's almost full now. Just keep an eye on it. You'll see just that tablespoon of soap really made the water like super foamy and soapy and nice. I'm ready to clean. Another one of these like Gore-Tex shirts. Alright. Stop it for right now. Alright. Pull this out. You're going to have to rinse this out when you're done. washing clothes. Gonna have soap all over it. Alright, so let's add the clothes. Water's gonna be pretty hot, so be careful. Now you see what I said about a pound of clothes. This is like nowhere near 1.5 pounds, and it's like, yeah, you got a lot of clothes here. I gotta watch out for hair. I have a lot of hair. It always winds up on my clothes. I try and pick it off before I go and submerge it if I see it. Normally you get more of the hair and lint and stuff when you're hanging stuff up and drying it, so you get a good look at it all. There. Alright, so put your clothes in there. Looking good. So this lid has a locking mechanism. Like this green latch has to be up, and you twist it and you lock it into place by closing the latch. And you'll see there's like an open arrow to open, and then obviously closes the other direction. So you're locked in, and it's nice and watertight lock. So, and the instructions for however much clothes you use and however much detergent you use also says how much washing time is spent in this drum. So for this amount of clothes, it's like 60 seconds, but I think I'm gonna do like a little over 60 seconds. Just because it was a little bit over 1 pound of clothes. So maybe like 120 seconds or something like that. Anyway, so it's 1 spin per second. You don't want to go too fast because with the force and the gravity, the clothes will just stay up on one end and they're not going to get knocked around and cleaned as well. So you just 1, 2, you'll say 1, 2. So you're going to be here for a while, and this is the part that's kind of monotonous, but it's really not that bad, to be honest with you. And you'll be surprised, your clothes are going to be clean. Like, you think about all the time that the clothes spend in the washing machines, you know, the electric washing machines. You know, their cycles are like 30, 40 minutes, something like that. I don't know if it's all that necessary to run that long like that, but I guess it's cleaner. I mean, it's definitely gotta be like more sterilized, but this works good. Hard to keep track of count when you're talking, so I'm not exactly sure where I'm at. I'm gonna say that was about 20, 25 spins. It's great to do to music. I usually have my tunes. Driving my neighbors nuts. So I'm going to say this is about halfway. So when I get about halfway, I'm just switch directions. If my shoulder is starting to hurt at this time, I'll switch shoulders. But I'm okay right now. It's really not that long. I try to keep, I have a mat at my knees, so keep my knees comfortable. And yeah, you know, just get comfortable because you're going to be here for a minute. Cranking. I think that's why my friend said like the foot pedal one's better, but I don't mind it. It's not that bad. Just a few more spins, guys. And we'll be done. We gotta unlock the lid. This is a pressurized lock, so you unlock this first, and then you put the drainage pipe in, so the water can flow out freely. And there it goes. And you know, just like with like mop water or whatever, you can look at the water and see how soiled everything is. It's not that bad. My clothes pretty clean. But you'll see when you do the rinse cycle, the water will come out cleaner, so you know that your clothes are getting cleaner. So, just gonna get up and stretch for a minute. Yeah. Stay warm for. So yeah, while that's draining, I have some hangers here. I have one of these doodads I got from the dollar store, and I really wish I had more of these because this has come in like super helpful during this whole washing my clothes at home. It's good for like, you know, your underwear and your socks and scarves and little things. So yeah, I usually hang all my unmentionables indoors, and I'll use my outside clothing line for like bigger things. So I wish I had another one of those. So as the water gets lower on this Wonder Wash, there is like a drain, obviously, and sometimes the clothes like lay on top of it and block it. So I'm just gonna reach in there since it's almost done with draining and move the clothes over so the rest of that water can get out. And you'll be able to see through this drainage pipe. You can like tilt it over a little. Just make sure you get all that soapy water out of there. And voila. So just twist the pipe and that will come off and it'll be locked again. So now I'm gonna fill it and like this is the rinse cycle. I'm gonna fill it with water to rinse it. I usually do cooler water for the rinse, just to take the temperature down a little bit because, like I said, like my hot water gets like super hot. So not that I had it up all the way, but I feel like cooler water is better for a rinse. So let that do its thing. Stretch out a little bit. So when I'm rinsing my clothes. In the manual, it also says you can just take them out and rinse them yourself. But I like to do it this way. I let them knock around in there a little bit more. Hopefully get any kind of leftover dirt or detergent out of them. And then I also spray a little body spray or whatever perfume I got going on here. This is a sexy little thing, Victoria's Secret body spray. So, you know, just a woman's touch, you know. And just spritz it like 3 or 4 times in with the cold water. You'd be surprised, you can really smell it, you know, just a couple spritzes. So it's like my, I don't know, whole fragrance I had. After we rinse them and wring them, you're not going to smell it that much, but a little undertone. You mostly smell the detergent, but I like to smell detergent. Alright. I try not to fill it as much for the rinse cycle, because I want the clothes to really kind of swash back and forth a little bit more, just to really knock out anything that's left. And so you gotta lock the lid back on with the mechanism there. Follow the directional arrows. Okay, so this has to be up and then you twist it and it will lock. So again, with the rinse cycle, it's the same as the wash cycle. So around 120 seconds, I'm gonna do it again. And that's good. So again, you just gotta get comfortable. You're gonna be here for a minute. Whatever's most comfortable for you. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah. So then the clothes hit top and bottom. So yeah, quarantine. So it's like halfway. I'm gonna go the other way now. It's nice, like no electricity. I don't know about. I guess it's less water than a washing machine. Some benefits. A little workout. Honestly, the hardest part is wringing the clothes out. I was looking for one of those old-fashioned hand crank machines used to wring clothes out back in the day. Like go between two rollers. Cannot find one, man. Like I saw like listings for them, but they weren't available. So, I don't know. I guess everyone needs them. I saw some that were like $200. I don't even think it was for clothes. I think I was looking at something else, but I really want one of those. I ain't paying no $200, I'll tell you that. So I'll just use my hands and wring them out myself. Alright, I feel like we're good. Maybe a couple more turns. I wasn't really counting, to be honest with you. But I do. I normally count. Just distracted from making a video. Alright, so now you gotta unlock it, open the latch, turn it, attach the drainage pipe. There you go. And yeah, you can see the water comes out. It's clean now. It's completely clear. So, you know, proof's in the pudding. You can see it right there. That your clothes are clean. So this is the fun part. I'm gonna take the clothes out and hang them up. I think for the most part, I'll hang most of them in here. I might go out back and hang a couple up on the line as well. But for now, I'll just get them up here. So you can start pulling them as it's draining. This is one of those Vortex shirts. Let me just move this over because you don't want to wring out on top of where the clothes are draining. Okay, so when you're wringing out clothing, this is how I find to be the best. Alright, you want to take the clothes, the shirt, and you just kind of want to fold it over, and wring it out. Alright, and then, like, not so folded over, you know, and start working it from one end to the other. Alright, so the trick with wringing clothes out, I found, you know, obviously, you have to do tight twist, tight grip, you know, it's actually a little bit of a workout. But you also want to make sure that the water is flowing like downward out of the clothes. Like sometimes you'll be twisting, and if you go like this, it's just going and getting absorbed right back into the clothes. So you want to keep it kind of at an angle, like this, and you want to keep going towards one direction or the other. Getting the water as much out of clothes as you can. Alright. Now, I'm going to turn it right side out. So with the Gore-Tex, because, you know, it's a workout clothes, so the armpit gets kind of smelly. I like to make sure the soap really hits it from the inside. And it smells good. Some workout clothes I have, like my favorite running shirt that I must have ran like so many miles, so many stinking hot miles in the middle of the summer, that it like permanently, the smell's like permanently stained in the armpit. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but with workout clothes I find like this is just, you know, obviously the area to smell to make sure it's clean. So yeah, everything smells really good on this shirt. Fresh. So fresh and so clean. Alright, so I have, I don't know if you can see, but I kind of set up my bathroom. I have my hangers right here. Let me see if I can show. Oh, and that's like my, my curtain rod that I hang it on. And I also have a line up here that I hung. So, just trying to keep everything handy for when you're ready to wash your clothes in your bathroom. And you'll get the job done, you'll get it done quicker. So yeah, I hang up some stuff just right on the hanger. And then I hang it up here on this line or the other line that I have in here. And yeah, so pants. Alright, pants can be a little tricky because they're so long and you gotta get all the water out of there. Well, not all the water, but a majority of it. So again, line them up, pant leg to pant leg, and fold it over. I think I'm only gonna do it twice on this one. So let me just do the initial, getting the water out. And these are another, exercise pants. So, it's a strange material. It holds the moisture differently. Yeah, these pants are weird. Alright. Shake it out a little. Shaking it out like that, the whippet, is good for also clothes that get wrinkly. So with pants, I don't like to fold them over on the hanger because I feel like this part has the most fabric on it. And if you fold it over, it just takes really a lot longer to dry. Oh, my hair's a mess. So I get these little clippy johnnies and I hang it up like this. Okay. Ta-da. These pants are weird. They hold the moisture kind of weird. Alright. Let's try these ones out. There's some material, you'll wring it out and all this water just comes out. And then there's some material, you're wringing it out and hardly any water comes out. My waist trainers, a lot of them are rubbery elastic. You'll wring it and a little water will come out, but it all depends on the material that the clothing is made out of. So again, when you're wringing, just make sure you're going in one direction or the other and that the water you're wringing isn't somehow getting dripped back onto the clothes you're wringing out. It's fun. You get to take your aggression out. Alright. I'm gonna just whip it a little bit. You are gonna get water in your face and stuff, so if you got makeup on, it's not always a good, pleasant experience. Again, I really like these clippy johns. Clip it up, hang it up. Let's do another shirt. So again, fold it, hold it at an angle and start wringing it out. Wringing it so it all comes out one direction, or you could turn it and do the other direction. Alright. And you can open it up and refold it in another direction. Do it again. Okay, I'm gonna shake it out because this is a cottony material, so you can see little wrinkles in there. You don't want that. Cotton dries really nice in the sun too. put it in. You know what? Let me do the armpit test. So fresh, so clean. Hang this up. You know, line it up nice along the seam so it dries real super nice. And it has a nice shape to it. Also, sometimes when your clothes are hanging, like I'll be in and out of the bathroom, obviously all throughout the day. You know, I'll just take it and like the moisture is obviously going to travel downward. And I'll, you know, just wring it out a little bit at the bottom. Watch that water drip out. And then just straighten it back out. So, alright, let me do like something small. And I'll show you how I do my socks and stuff. So, socks you can just fold over like once. Really just wring it small enough you can really get most of that moisture out of there. Just by twisting. And that's when you know, this thing comes in handy for socks and stuff. So I'll just clip one in the socks there still. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so here's a good example of pants. So this is a cotton sweatpant. Holds a lot of moisture, okay? So fold it over. I'm going to say about to this length. I'm going to start wringing it now because there's so much moisture. Just try and get some of it out of there right away. You see, I'm holding it at like an angle. Like, I don't know if you can see this. I shouldn't wear black. Because you want the water to drip outward. And then you turn it around and do the other angle. Okay, again, it's like a little workout. Alright, so they're still pretty wet, but sometimes larger clothing like this, I might even like throw it over my shoulder. This is more for like hoodies and jackets and stuff that are so big and heavy and full of water. And I'll just start twisting it at one end and then do the other end. Just as like an example. But these are pretty dry, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, no, this side has a lot. But you see how I'm just like working it downwards, outwards. And look, you can see like I get hair because I have a lot of hair. So it's a good time to pull the hair and lint off or whatever if you see it. Anytime throughout the whole clothes washing process, if you see lint or hair or anything on your clothes, it's a good time to remove it. Alright, let's shake it out a little bit. Yeah, so I'm running these pretty good, but just the material, it really saturates, so especially up here. I'm going to let it hang. And like I said, as I walk by it, all the moisture is going to drip down the pant leg into the bottom of it, so I'll just be wringing it out periodically throughout the day as I come in and out of my bathroom. But like I said, you know, cotton does dry really good out in the sun on the line, so maybe if I do, there's still plenty of sunshine left today. Maybe I'll go outside and hang this out on the line. But for now, I'll just put it up here. Like I said, it's a good time to do it once over and make sure the lint or anything isn't on there. Everything does smell really good. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm gonna bore you while I wring out all my clothes. So yeah, so like I said, just squeeze it every now and then when you're walking past it, or just put it outside, let it do its thing, pick up the sun rays. Sometimes I'll like take this spray gun and I'll just like, you know, spray the clothes a little bit while they're drying, and then they smell pretty. So yeah, that's how I wash my clothes in the tub. So I hope this helped you.